Good morning from Lynda Cromar, coming to you from Colorado, and I'm sharing with you a post I put up on Facebook because this one is something that I think a lot of people need to really think about. Knowledge is power, but enthusiasm pulls the switch. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that it is action. Action's the word that changes everything. Now think about that. Where are you coming from, everybody? Tell me where you're coming from. Where in the world are you today? And congratulations for coming on and being part of this morning. I'm going to be doing a motivational call every single day. You know, I thought I was going to do an audio, but I decided, hello from Texas, hello from Melbourne, hello from Salt Lake City, yay, love to see you all, Mississippi. But I'm going to be doing this every single day, right around this time, because I believe that motivation and building yourself is the most important key. Now, here's something that I know that a lot of people do and it's going on in my own household, and it makes it kind of frustrating. My son, who is old enough to be on his own, married, has children that are teenagers, okay? And he had a downfall, so he's living with me now. But he's spending the majority of his time doing personal development. Now, what's wrong with that picture? Tell me what you think is wrong with that picture. He's spending all of his time doing personal development, but no action. Absolutely no action. He's doing a few texts, and he's watching videos, and he's listening to audios. This is an interactive call, so everybody come in and talk about what you think is going on and what you think needs to change. Welcome everybody that's joining now, and definitely share this with your friends. Everybody that I know that gets into any kind of business, regardless of what it is, the ones that win are the ones that actually take action. Does it have to be perfect action? Absolutely doesn't have to be, and probably won't be at first. Oh, I know how you mean. And so the problem is that you absolutely have to take some action. There was a book, and I don't remember if this is the title, but one of the things that he taught was to fire, aim, and switch it around. Instead of aiming first, you fire. Okay, and then when you fire, you get a better idea of what needs to happen to change so that you know. And I also had a quote that I used to have on my wall that says, God can't help people that don't move their feet. And if you think about that, that's really, really true. Even if you're a Christian, you believe in praying, as I am, you absolutely, definitely have to take some kind of action if you expect to get a result. You will not get a result if you do not take any action. And sometimes the action isn't correct, but it's a better choice than not doing anything at all. Now, is it good to have a good plan? Yes, of course. Not going off like a scattergun every which direction. But you absolutely... There you go. There you go. And even if you don't take action all the time that is the right one, what do you learn? You learn, okay, I just found out what action isn't a good choice, and now I'll take a different action. Too many people are afraid of failing, and so they take no action whatsoever. And what happens when you take no action? You just don't get any results. You need to find your blocker to act first. Blocker? I don't know what that word means. You have to take action and course correct. Absolutely, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Because when you take real action, even if it's not the right action, you learn something and then you get better. Something that blocks you from acting. Absolutely, yes. When you don't take action, then you feel, well, you start to question yourself. You start to believe that you don't have what it takes. And the longer you delay the action taking part of whatever you're doing, the more chance is that you are going to start having those feelings of doubt. And I'll tell you one thing, no matter how much mistakes you make, the more that you take action, the better you feel, because you feel like, okay, I did it. And you can pat yourself on the back if you're an action taker, because that's a big thing. It's a really big thing. And it doesn't matter what personality type you are. There's lots of people in all sorts of personality types that are either the action takers or not. And sometimes you have to push yourself, because you're not always excited about it at first. And, when you get into a brand new thing, whatever it is, it's new. And you don't know it all. And perfectionism kills productivity. Absolutely, yes. Productivity is the name of the game. And if you are building any kind of business, you have to take action. And on the internet, action may be different than when you're offline, but it's still action. Now, what kinds of action? It depends on your business. There's another word that is used a lot, income producing activities. What might those be? They could be different for different people. If you have a product where there's samples, it might be giving samples out and following up with people. If it's where you have bought leads and you have to call them back like I used to do, it might be that you got to make those calls. And if it's like myself, you need to build from a list, then it is doing things that create list building all the time, every day, and then you bring them to whatever it is that you are doing so that they start to see what you have. I didn't catch all those comments. If I don't say something, that doesn't mean I'm ignoring it. It probably means I want to finish my thought, and you can absolutely say it again. Just copy and paste it and put it back in there, and I'll definitely respond. And that's how we want to roll here, because this is not a lecture. It's interactive, and both of us are talking to each other. I used to do what I called walking videos, where I would, talk to you, and I would post that up on Facebook, and those were fun. But this is even more fun, I think, because we're talking to each other. So what kinds of actions do you need to take in your business? You can actually put them in this post today. What kind of things are you supposed to be doing that are income producing activities on your own business, whatever it is? And then you have to say, those come first. Those are the most important thing. That's your action for the day. It is not, personal development's important, and I don't want you to think it isn't, but reading a book does not get anything done. Yes. You start reading a book, getting things done. Yeah, absolutely. Now, what are your action steps? The book will give you action steps every time if you really pay attention. They are not passive. Personal development is actually not passive. It's not just reading and listening. It is actually doing something. So what is the action that you need to take that gets you going in the right direction? That is what's most important. So this is not going to be a long call. I just wanted to give you the motivation and the excitement to understand what it is you need to do. Talking about my ideas to actual people, absolutely, yes, that's an action step, and that can create possible income for you, absolutely. And there's no wrong answer here. That's another thing I want to make sure you understand. There's no wrong answer. The wrong answer is not doing anything. And that is what I want you to make sure to bring to you today, is that action is the most important part of your business. Whatever it is. If you are in a brick and mortar, then opening up your store and making it available to people, that is an actual action step. Yes, networking is an action step. Actually going and talking to people is an action step, and it is actually an income producing activity as well. And that's what you want to do to build your business. Hello, everybody that just joined. Yes, hello. And you want to make sure that you do whatever it is. Each business has its own specific things that are your action steps that will build income. And then the other part of it is, don't give up so quickly. Absolutely take the same action for a period of time and then tweak it. Sometimes I see people doing the same thing they did 2 years ago and they've never tweaked. And that's also a problem. Following up with people, that's a big one. Yes, absolutely. That's absolutely a very important one. Sometimes people take at least 7 to 10 times of those follow-ups and those re-exposures before they actually say yes to you. Sometimes they're not going to ever say yes to you, but they might give you a referral. And so you don't know when that's going to happen. And so it's really important to take those action steps. So that's the word for today, action. And I wanted to make sure I get tickles in my throat. I want to make sure that you know how to contact me. And I'm going to go on over. I have this post I put up on Facebook. There it is. And you can get in touch with me. This is all of my social medias. And definitely connect up with me. And remember that knowledge is power, but enthusiasm is what pulls the switch. And action is the only way that you can pull that switch and truly create what you want in your business. Do connect with me over in these other social medias. I will be glad to follow you back or to friend you back. Just give me a note if you come into Facebook, send me a message saying I just saw your Periscope, I'm connecting, and I will see you there. Bye for now.